Hey, what's going on, Lego Maniacs? It's ZacAtk for ZacAtk Bricks back at another video. Today we are going to be continuing working on the Lego Grocery Store build, and we are going to be doing the interior. And as you can see, I have a ton of bricks still left over, and I am excited to continue building this. And I'm also kind of scared, but not because of the reasons you're thinking. It's because details, all the details. I've been thinking about this the last couple of days, and I really want to cover and do my best for all the details I can possibly do inside of this set. I've had a plethora of ideas hit me, like a shopping cart stall and all kinds of this stuff. So last time, if you missed it, I did the exterior of the building and the basic structure of the building. So if you missed that, be sure and check out the card up above my noggin. Also, holy smokes! I say thank you for 60 subscribers, and also we almost have 200. What is this? Seriously, thank you. I woke up this morning and I was like, what? So, thanks guys for nearly 200. That's pretty bonkers. I don't know what to say. I've been talking to my girlfriend. I was like, is this real? Is this a thing? What's going on here? I don't know what to do. Anyways, thank y'all. Thanks so much. So I feel like it's kind of superfluous to say. Be sure and comment, like, subscribe. I'm gonna say it anyways. Be sure and comment, like, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts of the MOC so far, and if you have suggestions for the MOC, and if you haven't already, be sure and follow me on social media. I post all kinds of stuff on social media. You just never know. Twitter and the Instagrams. It's all down there in the description box below. So anyways, let's go ahead and get into it and start building and doing the interior of our grocery store. So when I was thinking about the interior, I really wanted to do shelves, and part of the original build, it had one shelf, but thankfully I have 3 shelves because I have 3 of the same set. So I wanted to shake it up a little bit when building the shelves. I didn't want to just copy and paste the same items over and over again, so I ended up making custom items using other cylinders and boxes with different wedge pieces or cheese slopes from my collection, and making different things. I did utilize most of all the printed parts that came with this set, so those are going to be on the shelves. Right now I have 3 shelves built, but I am kind of trying to figure out what I'm going to do with the 3rd shelf, as the store it's getting pretty full with everything that's going in there. And I'm really excited to see how it shape up. And even still after recording this and going back and looking at the table, which right now everything is still a mess, guys. Like, everything is just completely a mess in the kitchen, and I still have a ton of parts left over, which is actually nice. It's nice to be able to have leftover parts for future builds and whatnot. And my girlfriend made a fantastic suggestion, and that is potentially future expansions. So that is something that could be on the table for a future build later down the road. I really like that this is coming together really, really well. And initially when I was building that wall back there, I was going to put a printed piece over in that white area. That was my initial plan. But after going back and looking at all the crates I had, I really wanted to utilize a lot of these crates from the set. So I ended up going back and pulling out the wall and replacing them with a bunch of snot bricks that I had from the set. And I'm going to use those to build like a fruit and vegetable wall, which is kind of like the centerpiece of the store, since, you know, the store is fresh. I can never tell how many times you say fresh, but it's a lot of freshness. So I ended up adding 3 crates in the wall to kind of give it a more variety with mounting. And as you can see on top there, I did add some grill pieces and some other pieces to the air conditioning units to make them a bit more industrial looking. And I have placed on the side 1 stud away from the window, as I do plan on going back and moving the windows back 1 stud. That way I can do some designing on the outside and utilize some of those curved pieces that came with the set to really give it some variety to, again, break up those square corners, which is something I'm going to work on in the next video. So here I have the vegetable wall put up, and it's going to have the apples, the bananas, the corn. And what's cool about the corn is I vertically mounted the corn to make it look like it was stacked. That was also what I was going to do with the carrots, and I'm still debating on doing it with the carrots. I may break up the carrots in half to where, like, 3 of them are over there, but the other, 6 are over there, horizontally mounted, but without the green stalks. And then off to the side there, I kind of was torn between what I wanted to do. I corner mounted these baskets or crates, whatever you want to call them, with rotating pieces. And here's what's cool. The grapes, I used a bunch of purple pieces that I stuck together to stack the grate to really elevate the grapes out of the box to make it look like it's overflowing from the box. So there's an abundance of grapes. And then here I'm working on a build for the fish, and I also made a smaller like refrigerator for the for some custom, not really custom, but just like plates that I had that, you know, for imagination purposes is going to be meats and cheese and whatnot, since we have so much bread. And then I also used the cash register build for this, and I was laying out some shopping carts to see if it would fit. And up here I'm going to make like a snack stand for like Mountain Dew, you know, water, cookies, cheesecake, brownies, dog treats, stuff like that. And then over there in the corner I also added some flowers, because you gotta have flowers. And then as you can see, the bill for the fish next to the water, and I am going to eventually scoot that over and put this little build right here that I have right there for the meats and cheese. And I ended up taking out that door. I was originally going to have both doors to the back, but I decided to only have one, which is going to be right next to what I'm building right here, which is like one of those little walk-in freezers with pie and pizza and sushi and all that. I put that right there because I feel like every store needs to have a freezer. So here I'm going to be eventually removing this door, and I'm going to be scooting down the shelf right here. That way I can have two shelves side by side, because I originally was going to put the shelves in kind of like a row, but then that made the store seem a whole lot smaller, and I didn't like that. So I wanted to break it up a little bit, and I'm still not sold on using a cash register, 3 cash register or not, so I may end up only doing 2. And the layout really isn't final, but I do plan on changing things around and making sure that it works with using the carts and all that in there, and making sure that we can make a really good scene, paint a really good picture with people shopping. Alright guys, that's going to wrap up this video. So a ton of progress has been made on the inside of the grocery store. And let me just go over a few things that I've done in this mock. We have a vegetable wall here. I do want to move the carrots over in this third stall above everything else, and I really want to have that there. That way all of the fruits and veggies can kind of be together, as it doesn't make much sense for the carrots to be next to the walk-in freezer that I made. Or not really a walk-in freezer, but more just a freezer. I'm going to add some more tiles in there, as I do have a handful of unique tiles that I do plan on adding. And then over here we have all the bread ever, some flowers, and lots of drinks. And then to the left of the vegetable and fruit wall, we have just odds and ends things, you know, drinks, sauces, cooking stuff, whatever have you. Use your imagination. And then the next to that we have our assorted meats and cheese. And then we have some fish, because this is a fish market, I guess. We have fish, lots of fish. Seriously, I have a ton of fish left over from this, and tons of bread, lots of bread, so much bread. And then on the front of the store, we have some snacks with some cheesecake and some cookies, some dog cookies too. And then we also have these little garbage cans for trash, and then some other drinks like soft drinks and whatnot. And on the front of the store, we also have a shopping cart stall to return your shopping carts, because that's very helpful and important to the staff of the fresh store. We have some cash registers in the middle as well. I'm debating between having 2 or 3. I'm not sure of their orientation either. I feel like it makes more sense for them to be vertical towards the door as opposed to being horizontal. And then the back, I did have 2 doors, but I decided to take away one of the doors for an extra set of shelves. I'm not exactly sure if I'm going to implement this third shelf or not. I really kind of just threw this one together, as I did have extra pieces for that. So I just want to make sure that I don't overcrowd the store, but at the same time though, I do want to have the ability to include as much items as possible to make the store look full and fully furnished with shelving and of course products and whatnot. So that is the store itself. I hope you guys like it. I'm going to try and finish this next video. It is taking me a little bit longer, like I said, so I do really want to do a good job on this. I may change some things up as we go along, but we'll have to see. I am going to try and make this make as much sense as possible with a real life supermarket, so we'll just have to see how that goes. And the minifigures that came in the set, I'm going to be swapping around the bodies and the heads, that we have a variety of different people. And of course, we have a handful of employees who have the same outfits. That's going to be helpful for having people at the cash register, which I think is going to be really, really nice to have a fully fledged out and fleshed out scene. So that's going to be really cool. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. If you haven't already, please comment, like, subscribe, share this video with a friend, and of course follow me on social media. I have a Twitter and an Instagram. Feel free to follow me there. I post updates for sets and whatnot that I build, and eventually we'll try and do some live streams either on YouTube or on Instagram for like building stuff and whatnot. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed the build so far. Next time we're going to try and complete it. Fingers crossed. We're going to try. But until then, keep building, friends, and I will see you in the next video.